Right behind you. Yeah. You're joking, right? Yeah, super funny. Right. Yeah. You're joking. Okay.
Now that I'm looking at it, maybe a glass-doored fridge in a public grocery store isn't the best option for storing a corpse.
Yeah, I don't know. Right behind you. You're... Yeah, super...
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better.
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage. Do something important? Something murder-related? This is a Caprice Canema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, and with its air-cooled, rear-mounted the high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems and making due to a quite steep price tag, it is very unusual to see one in police livery.
You want to take a closer look?
I reckon that's a man. That's got to be a major advancement over the KR-18GU engine on the old Caprice 40.
7.2. Supercharged. Yes, an extraordinary machine.
Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field.
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first. Maybe.
And means no.
Have you no shame? whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime. You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter. The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds an embodiment of pure motion. Behold the fear and confusion reflecting in the eyes of the two feeble geezers. They are in awe of your superiority. You are a...
Merde! Bordel de merde!
A whorehouse of shit. It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was a...
What the hell is your problem? I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful. You vandalized our game, son. We can't play... Well, it damn well isn't. It's pétanque. You ruined a pétanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull. Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrong.
Yes. Why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about...
Yes. The Debardeurs Union pays me to stand... I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and... money is... Yes, it does. Unfortunately, it's a private matter.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs med...
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee. No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard.
No one...
Yes.
Look, officer, the container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before.
The possibility of someone...
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now? She?
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Yes. Like I said, it would be up in... Unfortunately, I don't. And like most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting. In Martinez, the cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing.
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties. But you must agree that nature, in her infinite wisdom, has made men more fit to perform certain, more challenging tasks. Don't you, officer? Really, officer. Match an average woman. Gender equality is a very noble, very modern idea. But in real life, primal roles prevail. Yes. The terrain here provides an... no. It would... Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy... Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
This place is a damn beachhead, son. They didn't do it because they didn't like it. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris. This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and...
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he is a...
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but... Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now they...
Well, it's your own downfall. You, we, the coalition.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table.
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol. Or even if that damn clan Frisell had risen from the grave and led us. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and this is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. It doesn't. That was 100 years ago. Damn Frisell. He was a king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking.
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten all? It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the Filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire. A superpower, feared and respected.
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the Purple Nose.
You can't even take responsibility for yourself. That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine.
Of course.
Philip III was even brought into this world.
He's just making excuses for the king's habits, isn't he?
Please, officer, don't encourage him.
Yes, indeed. We're not here to invest.
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak. Revachol would be a different place if more people...
Don't get started on that again.
The Carabiner doesn't...
Right.
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the part.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabiner.
Don't you...
You do not speak his name, Craven. Although he...
There's something you missed. You will get to it. It's clear you like the hard stuff, Brota. Lower intestine? Fascism, Brota. Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of river? Yes, Women. Women. Men of war. You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol. That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is feminists? No, it can't be. Not you.
Did you know you can forget thoughts? Go to your thought cabinet and forget all about...
Stomach truth. Because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things, you've said them many times. Okay, yes, let's call it that. That sounds much better. Traditionalism. You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota. There's a slow, it is one. Wow, you. Oh, yes. You hustle. Oh, yeah. Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are. That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer. Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. You didn't log that in as a donation either. You don't log any of that shit in. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety? Are you rich? Get out of here. You're a pauper. You work harder than anyone. Almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that? That's right, 100%. Fucking G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gotham estate that is Revachol? Every time you wipe your ass, they got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony, One tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for. That makes 98% of all your money. Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Free the people. Keep it real. Keep it street. This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says, why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such...
There was a revitalization project. They got as far as the street lamps and that statue on the intersection before something went sour. We should have done something about the union 10 years ago.
Your money disappears into the coin. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
Whoa! What? A bridge with loose nails and rot-infested wood that creaks in the wind. A construction...
True. They never cleaned up the war damage. The bridge is fine enough. Locals use it all the time.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building. You have no clue. It's just a wall. So many walls all over Martinaise, weather-worn, cracked. Apparently, she doesn't like people standing. Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Pig's come to take me out! Trying to snuff me out! Trying to...
You see a young man on a balcony.
Not looking for any trouble, officer. There's no trouble. I'm just I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat. He keeps stealing.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice? I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you.
What were you doing?
Oh,
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
no, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular?
Last week? I don't know. Look,
He's an actor declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his...
You didn't answer the question.
it was my Sunday friend.
He doesn't reply. Gesturing no.
No. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself...
No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry. Listen, I really have to go. Good luck with the investigation.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. There has to be a way of getting inside the building.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nail...
That's probably the door Evrat mentioned. We still need to get the key from this manana first, though.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment. This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man vanished in. The door rattles against your... The door rattles again.
Stop banging
on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside. The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told you. I won't. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Backyard door. With the smoker. You already with it.
Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway. You have no business here.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police
There is no reply. Just faint, sweet. You can't think of anything convincing. Time for some police brutality.
No, you're not.
You don't scare me, punk. I may be an old woman, but I can still take the lights in.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RC... Baton, my maiden name. Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Relax. She meant it in jest.
I'm glad to see you here.
Like steel. There is strength there. If she wanted, she could sink.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will. Gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you...
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group. Why, yes I am. Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Technically, the neighboring Ozone and Face à la Mer island groups are archipelagos, while La Caillou, by contrast, is a single fertile landmass, the fourth...
Okay, if you want to get technical. The point is, we're all on islands here, and sail is still the most expedient way to get from one island to another. Especially when you're... I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued. It's for crossing long distances in the Greater Ravachol in the...
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich. Before you do, it would be pertinent to ask other questions. Gather more info on this boat of hers.
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati. It's a pleasure craft. A 19-pacer. It also happens to be rated for my sloop. I like it a lot.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with...
Officer,
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly fox, you're not aggressive enough to...
Oh my, the E word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption? That I'm a member of the ruling class?
Detective, may I remind you that Mrs. Messier is a professional negotiator?
Then what does that say? Does it say docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A? 33A? This old proletarian haunt here? As I said, plenty of people drive boats, of all social strata.
She takes a sip.
Okay. Of course.
Nothing happens for quite a while.
As they do.
The thoughts happen inside his brain.
It doesn't.
My, it's as if there's a tiny spinner on...
Except he isn't.
Of course. Lieutenant, I truly don't understand.
I told you his methods are unconventional.
Your marbles on glass, dear. Don't worry. It was quite a while ago, but I think... Yes, we were... Oh my. The E word.
Detective.
Then what does that 33... Yes. Anyway. Good. What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes, companies awarded royal monopolies by the king. Saint-Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
Why, thank you. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue. 20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments. A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous risk. They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when Pine's centuries of care, deliberation and madness, you know more than you let on. Certainly it helped. You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners? Who are responsible? There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with. Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets. First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments. That gives me the right to sign it. Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half the...
What the man means is that the Emergencies Act...
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike. I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union...
Wait, she just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. Yes, I believe there is a connection. Oh, so you've met him?
My colleague has his peculiar...
Of course. To each their own. Let's say I was not making the kind of
And when did...
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
Of course. How else can I help? Of course,